right now, bone-chilling cold. The tri-state in the grips of an Arctic blast.
We had a brutally cold New Year's Day, and this cold air is not leaving us anytime soon.
The future of fun. The first virtual reality cinema and play lab right here in New York City, where you can step into a 360-degree world. And Squirrel surprise. The unusual call of a home invasion, and it's all caught on police body cam. The PIX 11 News at 10 starts right now.
Live from 42nd and 2nd, this is the PIX 11 News at 10.
I'm bundled up, but it's real cold out here.
A new year, same story. The bone-chilling cold isn't going anywhere. Last night's New Year's celebrations were the second coldest on record, and even more records shattered this morning. Thanks so much for being here on this Monday night. I'm Tong, in for Tamsin and John. We have team coverage to get you through this cold spell. PIX 11's Allison Caden is looking at the struggle to stay warm. But we begin with Bonnie in for Mr. G with a look at what we are in for. Bonnie.
Heidi, the temperatures are now in the single digits, and the problem is it feels even colder than that when you factor in the wind chill. It's 17 degrees in New York City, 5 in Sussex, so temperatures are really going down. With the wind chill, it's getting a little breezy out there, so it feels like it's a mere 0 right on the shore in Belmar, and it feels like it's 5 in the city. Around the country, 90% of the country is dealing with these really cold temperatures, so you can see as far south as the Carolinas and Tennessee, temperatures are in the teens at this hour. For us, we don't have any clouds out there. It would be better if we did, because that might help keep temperatures stay a little bit milder, but that's not the case. Clear skies tonight. We are watching for a storm system to develop Wednesday into Thursday, but the main thing to note is the cold is sticking around. It will be a little bit less cold for Wednesday with a high of 30, but that's as warm as we get. Looking at tomorrow's day planner, highs are in the mid-20s once again, Heidi. So the cold weather is going to get even colder as we get to next weekend. I'll talk about that coming up.
Wow. Thank you, Bonnie. It's no surprise New Yorkers are bundling up to brave the elements, but some people can't even take the layers off inside their homes. PIX 11's Allison Caden is live for us in Union Square tonight on this cold weather. Allison.
And definitely, Heidi, it is all in the layers out here tonight with the temperature in the teens. And as Bonnie mentioned, the wind chill feeling much colder. Well, it seems New York City is in a deep freeze and relief seems far away. Union Square, normally a bustling downtown hub, sparsely populated tonight. Were you expecting more of a crowd down here?
Yeah, I think so. You know, being New Year's Day and all, I figured there'd still be some people hanging around.
The first day of 2018 feeling like the last day of 2017. Icy, frigid, brutally cold.
Yeah, I'm bundled up, but it's real cold out here.
There isn't much lingering on the streets of New York, just people bundled up trying to get where they need to go.
We just have to get used to it, yeah. Spend a lot of time outside so we can get used to it, yeah.
Acclimate to the cold.
Acclimate was the word.
Late this afternoon in Harlem, we met Ruth Suarez. For days, the heat has barely worked in her NYCHA apartment. At night, the radiators have been cold.
It's not working at all. It's very cold. We have to have, like, right now, if I show you, I have like 3 layers here, my son too over there, and we have portable heaters everywhere. But it's not enough.
A mix of space heaters and open ovens were keeping neighbors in the small building on Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard warm.
I usually use the oven. Or I boil a pot of water for the steam to come up and keep the apartment a little bit warm.
And remember, open ovens for heating, that is dangerous. It can cause carbon monoxide poisoning. As for those space heaters, remember, extension cords can also cause fires. I do have some good news to report. I spoke with Ruth Suarez a little while ago, and she says finally, for the first time in days, the heat is on us at night. NYCHA told me a little bit earlier this evening they would be sending workers over to that building to fix the heat. We're live tonight in Union Square. Allison Caden, PIX 11 News.
That is good to hear. Thank you for that, Allison. Tonight, a 16-year-old is in police custody. Authorities believed he killed his family, shooting his parents, sister, and a friend inside their home on New Year's Eve. The details are chilling. PIX 11's Christy Duffy has the very latest from Long Branch, Long Island.
Police have not identified the 16-year-old minor who is now charged with shooting nearly his entire family on New Year's Eve. His father, mother, and sister are all dead today. His grandfather and brother did make it out of the house alive.
And I heard pop, 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 pop.
A burst of gunshots from a semi-automatic rifle rang out just before midnight.
The one boy had just a T-shirt on and no shoes. So what I thought was they ran out of there after I heard what went on.
At first, neighbors thought police were there to break up a party, but it turned out to be a New Year's Eve massacre.
And then all of a sudden, I see more police cars, and the police are running up with rifles and standing behind their cars. I'm thinking, oh my God, what's going on, you know?
I woke up and I thought it was fireworks, but thinking about it, I don't think I heard fireworks that woke me up. I think it was gunshots that woke me up last night.
The Kaloji family lived in a brick multifamily home on Wall Street in Long Branch. Police say Linda and Stephen Kaloji were fatally shot by their 16-year-old son. The teen also allegedly gunned down his 18-year-old sister, Brittany Kaloji, and a family friend, 70-year-old Mary Schultz. Neighbors say the unidentified boy suffered from mental illness.
Schizophrenic.
Schizophrenic?
Yeah.
He was sick.
Yeah, sick. In hospital, in house.
He was hospitalized often.
Yeah.
I just heard he had mental problems.
Friends of Brittany Kaloji brought flowers to the scene tonight. Did she ever talk about the brother?
I only knew that he was special needs, but she would just casually bring up like, oh my brother. Like it was never an indication that there was ever a threat.
The 16-year-old minor is now facing 4 counts of murder and 1 weapons charge. The Monmouth County prosecutor said the rifle was legally owned and registered to a family member in the home. Police say they'd never been called to the house before. The prosecutor said the teen was taken into custody without incident.
But the important thing I'd like the public, especially the people in Long Branch, to know is that we are investigating this and are confident that it's a domestic incident that's completely isolated.
The 16-year-old alleged shooter is due in court tomorrow at 10 a.m. for a first appearance. This hearing will be closed to the public. He is not being identified because he is a minor. In Long Branch, I'm Christy Duffy, PIX 11 News.
Investigators are trying to determine what brought down a small plane in Costa Rica. A New York family of 5 was among those killed. Bruce and Irene Steinberg and their 3 sons lived in Scarsdale. 20-year-old Zachary and 19-year-old William, who were both in college, and Matthew, whose 14th birthday would have been next week. The single-engine plane crashed into a mountain shortly after takeoff. Everybody on board that plane died, including a family from Florida whose daughter was a student at Columbia University. The longtime nanny and housekeeper for the Steinberg says she is devastated.
Can't sleep last night, today. I not feeling good, I not eating, I nothing. Because I understand what happened.
Authorities say they are focusing on recovering the victims' remains. Firefighters had their hands full tonight with the fire in Queens. It broke out at a 2-story house on 113th Street, then spread to homes on both sides. This is in the South Ozone Park section of Queens. Officials say that at one point it reached 3 alarms. There are no reported injuries. However, 15 to 20 people are now displaced. No word yet on what started that fire. A heartbreaking scene in the Bronx at the site of last week's fatal fire. One woman who survived that deadly blaze returned there after being released from the hospital. PIX 11's Ayanna Harry spoke to her at a vigil held for her loved ones tonight.
Tonight's candlelight vigil was especially difficult for Katie Ann Blake. She's pregnant. She just got out of the hospital a few hours ago, and she was the last person to make it down the fire escape of the burning building alive. Her silent tears spoke volumes. Katie Ann Blake left the hospital and came straight here, leaning on the place where her aunt and her 3 cousins were killed in last week's fire.
It's like, when are we gonna wake up? You know, when is this nightmare gonna be over? Is this for real?
It was one of the worst fires in recent New York City history. Katie Ann was in the building, asleep. Her son sounded the alarm.
He said, "Mommy, I smell smoke."
With thick smoke in the air and flames inching closer, there was no time to check for their relatives in other apartments.
And everybody had passed us. We were the last ones who came down from the fire escape. And when I looked up, I was like, there's no way my aunt can get down.
And now, on one of the coldest nights of the year, Katie Ann was not alone.
God gave us life, and now we say to him, in the midst of our tears, we trust in you.
Oh, boy, 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 boy. Her close-knit relatives held on to each other during a vigil. Their cries carried into the winter sky, candles burned as a tribute. Shantae Young, Karen Francis, the little girls Kylie and Kalisha. They prayed for all 12 lives lost last Thursday inside 2363 Prospect Avenue.
To remember all of those who we miss so much tonight.
In the Belmont section of the Bronx, Ayana Harry, PIX 11 News.
So many people have reached out to lend support and resources for the victims of that fire. Several charitable campaigns have emerged to help the displaced families. Tonight, leaders, local entertainers, neighbors gathered to collect supplies. This event, held by the nonprofit organization Miss Abby's Kids, is collecting food, coats, hygiene products, and so much more. This organization and local leaders are also raising money for burial expenses for the 12 victims of this tragedy. For more information on how you can help, log on to pix11.com. In Connecticut, a scary start to the new year for one driver who crashed through thin ice. Take a look at this. Connecticut State Police were on the scene, tweeted out these photos of what happened. A two-car crash sent that car that you see there right into the freezing cold water. Officials say one person was hurt, expected to be okay. As you can see, they needed a crane to lift that car out of the water. The cause of the crash not known at this time. It's just so hard to be Mariah Carey. All she wanted was hot tea between two songs she performed in Times Square on New Year's Eve last night.
Happy New Year. I just want to take a sip of tea if they'll let me. They told me there would be tea. Oh, it's a disaster. Okay, well, we'll just have to rough it. I'm going to be just like everybody else with no hot tea. But we're going to try and do this one for you.
Well, somehow she managed to perform without her tea, and very well. But her request inspired people on social media. Many found inspiration to stick it out in the new year, even if you don't get what you want. It seems all's well that ends well. After this performance, Carey tweeted a picture of herself drinking, you guessed it, hot tea. We celebrated with the ball drop at Mariah Carey, but one city is putting their faith in a four-legged animal. When we come back, we're going to introduce you to one lucky llama. Plus, a little burglar in one New York home forcing police to show up. The fur flies, all caught on camera. Oh, the story is still ahead. And escape reality in Lower Manhattan. We're stepping into a virtual playground that just opened its doors. Coming up next.
New York's
11 News, sponsored by PC Richard & Son.
Ah, yes, in New York's ever-evolving world of entertainment, something new has arrived. It's capitalizing on the popularity of virtual reality. PIX 11's Shirley Chan went to find out what this new experience is all about. And she joins us live right now from the Lower East Side. Hi there, Shirley.
Hi, Katie. Yeah, virtual or augmented reality has been a trend in entertainment for the last couple of years, and it keeps growing and growing. You put on those goggles and you are transported into a totally different experience. I put on those goggles tonight and got a first-hand look. I don't drive like this in real life. Jasmine Santiago is stepping out of reality and getting behind the wheel of a racing car.
You could drive crazy on the track. There was a lot of crazy turns. I don't go that fast, so I was just hitting it. You could feel the wheel too. It was cool. It was really cool.
Jumping into the Light, described as a virtual reality cinema and play lab, is the brainchild of partners Michael Deathless and Michał Skalski.
If you have the glasses on, you cannot see your environment, and you have the headphones on, you cannot hear your environment. So you look above you, behind you, below you, and you're in a different world.
Inside their Lower East Side location on Orchard Street are over 20 stations for people to try different experiences, from walking the plank From a 40-story skyscraper to skydiving over the Grand Canyon, $30 gets you a day pass and access to one special room called the 4D Immersive Experience with music by Floating Points.
You get the feedback of the floor, which is rumbling, and you get the wind, which is all synced to the experience. So it takes you to the next level.
I decided to give it a shot. I was in a desert listening to a band when I got taken up by a UFO. Getting taken up by a UFO. Little freaky and a little too real for my taste. Virtual reality isn't just for fun. Michael says it's also changing the way people work and live.
I can see it really helping in healthcare right now. They use it for like post-traumatic stress syndrome. Or so if somebody has been to war, they had a traumatic experience, they can go back into like an environment like that in a safe space.
And by the way, the owners here of Jump Into the Light tell me that it's for people of all ages. They've had people in here from 8 years old to 80 years old. Pretty cool experience. We're live on the Lower East Side tonight. Shirley Chan, PIX 11 News. Kaidi, back to you.
Very cool. Gave police in upstate New York quite a welcome. Look at this.
The squirrel turned it on? Jeez.
Well, they're laughing at least, thank goodness. Officers in Brockport responded to a call about a squirrel that had broken into this house and was reportedly eating cookies in the kitchen. When they arrived, that little furry guy launched itself, as you saw, off the counter, landing squarely on one of the policemen. Ninja squirrel. The little guy was eventually captured and released outside. Luckily, nobody was hurt, not even the squirrel. Let's see that one more time. There it is. Watch that over and over. You know what you call a group of New Zealanders? Kiwis.
What? Kiwis?
Yeah, Kiwis. But you can also call them pretty inventive, at least this group. These Kiwis took matters into their own hands to avoid a ban on drinking in public. They built that island just big enough. They constructed it during low tide and just played the waiting game and drinking game. The group drank into the night on New Year's Eve and took in some fireworks. Look at them there. They even installed a picnic table, just barely big enough to contain all of them. So what happens at high tide? Guess they can use the picnic table to paddle back. I don't really know. I don't think they thought that far ahead, personally. Buffalo Bill fans are celebrating in bitter. There they are, Buffalo Bill fans celebrating in bitter cold and icy conditions. The team pulled off an incredible win yesterday, making the playoffs for the first time since 1999. So diehard fans gathered at the airport of Buffalo in sub-zero temps just to welcome home their beloved Bills. They have waited 17 years.